Rodgers now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second and 8 coming up. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge is successful one. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's see what you got. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go. 26.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Lions 14. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
43 is mine. 43 is mine. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 43, they got it.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
At the 42-yard line.
26. Mike 7. 3 buzz. Mike 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Come on. You better bring it. 7's a mine. Now watch one. Mike 7. Man out. Mike 7. Mike 7. I got one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just the offensive guys telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mike 7, I know he ain't got it. Here, Mike. 7.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use things that kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Carolina.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
2 times. 4 down. Slam. 50.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, defense, let's go. 7's a Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery, and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come. Out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 38, Lions 14. Gonzalez.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught by Cobb. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And again, it's Rodgers. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic. Run 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
118 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
On first down, Wilson. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wilson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Now Wilson on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
48. Lions 22. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
line. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. About that action, don't never forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about